Earlier this morning, Barb Calendra is running she's running for re-election as a legislator in the Oneida County Legislature in the District 12, which is the city of Rome. Her opponent in today's primary is Michael Brown. Michael ran for mayor a few years back and is running today. It is a Democratic primary in the city of Rome for the Oneida County Legislature, and he's on the line right now. Michael Brown, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Great to hear from you. And why should people make a change here and vote for you?
Because, quite frankly, Barb hasn't done anything in 2 years.
Okay, all right.
This is the problem. I wouldn't be running for public office if especially against another Democrat, if the Democrat had been doing her job.
Yeah.
So my whole feeling is Rome desperately needs economic development. We need, when I go door to door and I ask people for their votes, they ask who I'm running against, and I tell them, and they look at me with a blank stare.
Right.
They have no idea who she is. We've got to have a legislator that answers to the people. We've got to have somebody that actually goes out and talks to people.
What do you?
We've got to have somebody that has a town hall meeting occasionally.
If elected, and remember this is the primary, the general election would be coming along right afterwards.
Right
in November, of course. But if elected, what will you do differently?
We need to focus on small business development in Rome. We need to be really, really careful that the county isn't trying to do big fixes. For example, I'm perfectly fine with the whole idea of the hospital in Utica. I think it's a great thing for downtown Utica. But one of my problems with what the county's doing is they're focusing too much on Utica when it's a big county. And I think that some of those tax dollars need to come back into Rome. I think that the idea of a craft brewery museum is goofy, quite frankly. I think that money spent on a big fix is money that's thrown right out the window or thrown right down the toilet. I think that we have to be really, really cautious with our tax dollars, and those tax dollars should be helping small business development.
I do believe the county legislature is going to be voting on the parking garage. Might be tonight, right?
Tomorrow.
Parking garages are great if they have a purpose. We're stuck with 2 parking garages. Again, it was one of those big fixes.
Yeah.
In Rome, and one of them is going to have to be torn down now because they were so expensive to maintain, and they weren't maintained over the years. I think you got to be really, really careful about spending big bucks on big projects unless you know for sure that those people are going to be using that thing. Now,
hospital downtown. How would you, if you were voting on that tomorrow? How would you vote on that?
I would vote for the hospital as long as we had a really good plan for those other 2 campuses, because I don't want to see derelict buildings in communities. Understood.
And the city of Rome. When you look around, based on what you could do as a county legislator in the city of Rome, what are some of the key points that you need to be focused on? You feel should
one of the focuses that I'd like to see is I'd like to see the county take a pot of money that they would otherwise focus on a big fix. Okay. And I'd like to see them put it in a micro fund that helps small business development, that helps business owners with a low rate loan to get a business up and running. I run Rome Main Streets in the city of Rome, and it's a nonprofit development organization, and we're all about small business development, about downtown development. And one of the things we're running up against is there's not a lot of pots of money for startups. Now we're in this downtown startup competition with the Incubator and the foundation right now, and there's a lot of people that want to open these businesses. There were 90 initial people that put in to be in this competition, and that says to me that there's a lot of people that want to open small businesses in this area, but they don't have the means to do it. And I think that the county could be really, really helpful by helping, by sort of helping the underpinnings for small business development in the county.
How about Bellamy Harbor, the park? It seems like things are behind there. Your take on that?
Oh, I don't think things are behind there at all. It's Bellamy Harbor, and again, it's going to open at the Oktoberfest in beginning of next month. Things got held up a little bit with the contractor, but no, I think the city's moving forward down there, and I think that's a great community resource. And we had a really, really nice party down there this summer for the bicentennial. celebration, and I think that you're only going to see that area being utilized more and more.
And the governor is going to be making an announcement at the Capitol Theater.
Yes, he is.
Thoughts on that?
I'm not going to speculate on that. I have a feeling what it is, but I'm keeping my fingers and toes crossed.
Is it the marquee?
I don't really know at this point, but I'm on the board at the Capitol. I think that there's lots of good things going on at the Capitol right now, and I think that anything the governor has to say is going to be a huge boon for downtown Rome.
I respect you not wanting the cat out of the bag, but you're on the board. I'm sure you know what the announcement is.
Yeah, you're hiding from
No, actually, you'd be surprised. Board members don't know a whole lot when it comes to the governmental side of things. We're sort of the last to know.
And finally, you ran for mayor. Your assessment of Jackie Izzo?
Oh, the mayor and I work really, really well together. When we were running for office, we sort of looked at each other, and I said to her at one point, because we got to know each other, and I said, you win this thing. I said, we are going to work closely. We have to. And she has been, and she agreed at the time, and she has been as good as her word. We have a really good working relationship with the administration. When I'm talking Main Street's, the development of downtown Rome is chugging along really nicely because Jackie really, really cares, and she's a good egg. She's really, really great professional to work with.
One other, you're calling the county executive's plan for a craft beer museum. The word was it silly that you used? Or
silly?
Foolish?
I think it's goofy.
Goofy.
I think it's goofy. I think that's a goofy plan, and I also think the idea of putting a casino in downtown Utica is absolutely foolhardy. I do. How
would you work along with county executive Anthony Pacenti?
I like Tony Pacenti, and I would absolutely sit down and have a beer with him and talk to him about these things. But my whole feeling about these things is big fixes. It's proven time and time again across the country, guys. Big fixes don't work. You have to start by underpinning the businesses that you've got in a district. And then you grow more businesses. You don't come in with this big thing and go, here, boom, this'll be a panacea and it's going to save us all. It's just not going to work. And the whole concept of putting, I'm right with Rob Palmieri on this one. The whole concept of putting a casino in the heart of a struggling downtown, and it is absolutely foolishness. It's going to kill small business. It's going to destroy the underclass in Utica, because what you're doing is you're putting the candy right next to the people that are going to be chewing it. It's just so dangerous. This is a community that can't afford this kind of foolishness.
The word you used was goofy. That is the official word of the day.
That's the official word, and I'll stand with it.
All right, Michael Brown, good luck today. The primary is from noon until 9 p.m. It's District 12 in the city of Rome, covering the city of Rome for the Oneida County Legislature. We'll see what happens. Thanks so much
guys.
for taking the time.
I appreciate the time.
All right.
Thank you.